Hey, Cosmic Seekers, welcome back. We are back with another edition of Cards and Coffee. Yeah, it is Sunday morning, and I am back. Yeah, I took a couple weeks off, just kind of being me, exploring the Sunday morning scene and doing my thing, getting out of the house, and I'm back. So it's one of those things. You'll catch me tomorrow night. Members only Monday. Wednesday, I'll be back at 7 p.m. But for now, here we are. It's Cards and Coffee Live, and we are back. And I'm consistent. You'll catch me pretty evidently. You'll catch me every Wednesday at the Wavelength Wednesdays that I kind of just kicked off. I needed a name for it, I think, but I've been pretty consistent. But yeah, I'll let you guys know if I ever can't make a Wednesday, or if something's up and I can't make a Monday. But I'll give you a notification. So just make sure you hit that notification. And set the bell to all, or pick the notification that you prefer. But I'll let you guys know. I will never leave you guys hanging, just so you know. Maybe that's a school teacher in me. I just said your time is critical. I understand that. So some of you guys look forward to this, and I know some of you guys definitely look to sign in and take your time, or like something's going on in your life. So, but yeah, Sunday mornings are different than Mondays, and Mondays are different than Wednesdays, and Wednesdays are different than the Cosmic Collectives. So I find that the readings are all different, and as long as that's different, you'll see me here, you'll see me online. And as my new subscriber, my friend Brian, was saying the other day, Cosmic Sauce, keep my own Cosmic Sauce. It's a special brand. Anyway, I thank you guys for taking your time to hang out with me. Sundays are kind of a slow go, people just kind of putzing around, doing their thing, relaxing. So that we'll be on here for a little while, just relaxing. It's basically the energy. That's the energy we put out here. You know what I'm saying? Queue is open. It's ! And join. If you have a great question, let me know. Like Chanley's asking about Brenduska, our main moderator, and their past life, which is a great question. Good question to ask on a Sunday morning when it's less busy, less stressful. But if you're new and you're looking to have a reading, let me know. One thing you should know is Brenduska and I won't pick you guys, as my cards just jump out of my hands. We typically won't pick if we just read for you guys. I have a rule. I don't like to pick for you guys back to back to back. You have to let the energy percolate. You can't just be read back to back to back to back to back days. There's nothing to happen. Like, nothing will happen. And that's what has to happen. Now, if you get read by me once a month, you'll notice stuff. It's pretty crazy. It gets accurate. But that's what it is. So even my moderators, they try to jump in the queue, and they know, they'll get picked in those in between times, those down times. But that's what it is. You'll know. That's why I like setting the queue to random, because you get picked, and I got to tell you, it's right there. It's right there in the universe. You're getting picked for a reason. Let's do this. Let's start with Chanley. Let's start with you. Let's start with that past life. So let's cue you in first, and let's see what happens here. You know what I'm saying? Well, we just get some questions coming in here, right? Sup Girl just put a question in too. So we have guidance on the connection with K, please, from Source Consciousness. What is her take on the out connection right now with the second, please? I like that. I like that. Pretty cool. All right. You know what? Let's read this. Well, that's actually, I know what you mean. Hey, you wrote out. I say out. I don't want to interpret what you're saying, word for word. I didn't say that. I said our connection. That's how I am as a teacher too. Such a pain in the ass. I really am. That's what you wrote on the paper. That's what you said. That's not what I was saying. That's what you said. All right. So, which one? What do I want to do? What do I want to do? Actually, I'll cue you both in right now. Actually, I'm gonna wait for a third. Once I get a third, then we'll start reading. I'll start with Shan first. We'll do Brenduska and Past Life. Then we'll go with Sup Girl. Once we get a third on the queue, then we'll get going. Well, no, I like working in 369s. Energy of 360. You know what I'm saying? We'll get you guys read. Ooh. I like this. The third is here. Country, I just read you yesterday. See, and there goes Sam jumping in right ahead. Let's put Sam in here first. No disrespect to you, Country. You just got read yesterday. Hang in there. Just hang in there a minute. Because the remodel is up to you. It really comes down to a logical decision. If you want to do it or not. You know, it's always good to remodel. It's good to really. It is. It's good energy, good chi, right? It's really good. You ever hear of Zen? You want to have that moment. If anyone has a messy house, how do you feel inside when you walk into a messy house? Feels gross, right? Feels bad. Like somebody's doing something to you. Remodeling a house? Ooh, that's a good feeling. Plan for it. I can tell you, without even pulling cards, I can tell you it's a positive thing. It's going to come out yes. It's just, what's the energy? What are you going to, that's going to make you, it's going to make him appreciate it. Remember that summer we remodeled our house with our mom? Remember that summer we did the remodel? Hey, remember a few years ago we remodeled? Look how nice it is now. It's a yes. I can tell you without even pulling cards, it's a yes. You can hire your friend Pookie to do the work, but doing it, maybe having Pookie help. Hey, Pookie, would you mind giving us a hand if we get stuck? That's probably more likely. You know what I'm saying? Not that you can't do it. Who are you kidding? You know? Your soul chose this exact moment right here and now to say, hey, I can fix my house this summer. I have the time. I have the availability. I can do it. I can do it. You can trust it. You can trust your timing. Every synchronicity, like that's how I look at life. You notice the proof is right here. It's growing the connection. The universal wisdom's popping up saying, hey, by the way, you have Pookie available, but you can do it yourself. Don't be too afraid. You're a boss. You're a boss. You're an empress. You got this. You know, it's not that you can't do it. It's the energy. And that energy never lies. Start getting things in order right now. April timeline. Get it in. You know, what did your cards say? You know, let's see here. Let's start. If we got time here, Country, we'll read for you. And look at Sup Girl trying to jump the line. Oh no, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. I know you want the really look at this. Sup Girl just needs to jump. What about poor Sam? What do you guys need? Let's see here. But then there's yeah in here. Let's see. Tell you what, we'll do this. This will be the first 5. We'll do this. We'll do Chanley, Sup Girl, Sam, yeah, Country, and then we'll see where we're at. Maybe I'll have to take a break for some iced tea. We'll crank through here. Yeah. All right, here you guys go. Then you guys know what the queue is. Then you guys can hang in here. Anyone hops in, I'll hop off the queue for a minute. I'm actually drinking some soda this morning. Can you believe it? It clears the throat. It's an old trick I learned at my tech support. It's actually really. I'm a big fan of soda. Let's be honest. Who doesn't love a good soda once in a while? But it actually is good for clearing the throat. But Chan, let's go with you first. Let's start with you and Brenduska. Partly because they're not here. There's no influence of their energy. This will be just your reading. So let's start with you. We'll fire off a quick 9. We'll see what we get out of this. We'll see what the energy brings. we'll see the deepness to this resonance that's coming in, right? But we do it. We want to read on country. We want to read on this because their spirit brought them here. So we're not trying to hold anyone back. Look at manifestation energy, right? And I think this is the first reading is always the most important reading. I never mentioned this, but you kind of sense it from whenever you hear me talk. A lot of times those are my most favorite or most popular shorts that you guys ever see going out through Instagram or Facebook or even TikTok. Those are the ones that start to catch first. It's your readings. It's the ones I read, like this one. Because what ends up happening here is it's your energy. It's your manifestation that flows freely when you say, hey, what is it? What am I aligning with? Do I align with the people who are no longer serving me, the people who take me down, the people who suck my energy out, the people who don't work with me, or the people who work with me from what? Past lives, as above, so below. Let's keep pulling here. Look at this. As above, so below. It's crazy, right? Do I need to stop now? Imagine manifesting with the manifester. Imagine getting with a group of manifestors. Manifestors Anonymous. Right? No joke. No exaggeration. It's just awesome when you get to that energy. I could switch decks, but I'm not gonna. I don't need to. Because there's nothing that I couldn't do that has these 5 tarot decks talking to you right now, because you have to remember your reality shifts the moment your perception does. That you say, oh yeah, there's past life there. There's past life there. This is top-down energy. You're feeding this from the heavens down. Like that. It's this. Your stability. You come in from this. There's a deepness that's unknown. The moment you've stepped into whatever this belief is, this reality is, this moment of shifting of your perception, this moment, this, whatever is right here in front of you, this, which we talk of as reality. Whatever you consider to be your sense of universe, and you sat there and said, let me tell you about the universe, and then you spelled it out. That's it. It's your intuition is a compass. You have to understand you're gifted by this higher self. You have to trust its guidance. Yes, yes, and yes. You and Brenduska both go through these major tower moments, the shifting. This is the universe smashing down in your here and now. You're both going through something significant. Get your jetpacks on. Imagine you had the ability to realize, wow, there is past life. This is not a wow, what if? Wow, maybe. I once was read by a tarot reader. But I can consistently prove it to you over and over by just reading with you 5 tarot decks. I'm not here to prove anything, but I can just make a point that I could read her, read them, read everybody, and explain it to you. You guys, if this is back together, I'll tell you guys every single time. The 3 of Wands is getting back together card. Again, Angel Touch, the foil card. Right? This is your harmony. You're going to go with harmony, you're going to go with strength. Which one do you want to go with on this? Because this is the conduit. Dark horse candidate comes in. Who's the dark horse candidate? Probably Brenduska. The person you probably never expected. But those are the people you feel most bound to, most drawn to. Do you owe anything to them? Not necessarily. Not anything that I see, no. But have you found them again as a soulmate? Possibly. Look at 2, 3 cards maybe. Feels like there's another 3rd card in here. But there's an angel touch and an Akashic record here at your base root of emotion. Probably sounds right. Before I even pull the card, I'm already getting it. Right? Wouldn't you feel like there's a little angel touched energy? A little Akashic energy playing a role here? Look at that. Angel touched. Look at angel touched energy. Akashic energy. So there's a little bit of regret. Probably a little bit of owed energy. Maybe even like past life. We could even say, hey, you were in a platoon together, right? I let you down. It's my fault you expired when you did, kind of thing. But that could just be this. It's not a past life debt. It's kind of like, I got your back in this life this time. It could be. Maybe it's that moment of maybe Brenduska's got your back in this life. But there's no I have you because we have to. There's no contract signed. You have to understand, look, it's jetpack moment. You're like, that's it. We're both going to places we've never expected. Because you're never alone, right? The unseen guides, they always walk beside you. Whatever that is, that's what this is. Look, you have these other people that are uncomfortable with you. See? The uncomfortable zone, as I call it. And you're stepping into it. Soul tribe energy. Look at this. Angel touched soul tribe energy. Whatever this is, the moment before you stepped into meeting Brenduska, the moment before you met Brenduska, it was probably different. It's probably vastly different. That's probably what I can give you here. Look at this. Infinity. I love the infinity symbols for many reasons. You have one here, you have one here. This is the harmony. This is telling us getting back together them only made sense. It was a pre-planned event. This is off the books kind of thing. I love it. But what this is, I'm going to pull from the mid deck here just to get an idea of what this is. Yeah, see, it's passion. The two of you give each other passion, give each other hope, say, hey, you got this. Something I can't fully grasp, but it's angelic. And you can see I'm pulling from the mid deck here just to give you an idea. Look, it makes you guys feel like you have it. There's something hidden here that's almost like you let each other know, or everyone lets each other know almost everything. But there's that little hidden, I won't tell you everything, skeletons in the closet, right? Dark horse candidate. Deep knowing. King of Cups, Scorpio energy. October, November could have been a significant timeline, a significant event, a significant placeholder in your lifetime. That could be. That could be why we're going through this cosmic awakening. Keep that in mind. Wheel of Fortune. So asking about Brenduska is an easy question. It's asking what about Brenduska is the harder question, because you can see here, look, it's right here. There's a split between the harmony and the strength. You're at that moment of that precipice where you're figuring out what that is. That's what the question is. Not the is. It is. We already know. We already have the answer. You're entering a new energetic timeline, a phase. Release the old doubt, step into it fully, know what it is. So let's split the deck on the right-hand side and grab one card to finalize. It might be two. I feel like there's a second one on the side here. Yeah. Look at King and Queen of Cups. Whatever that is to you guys. Essentially, that's water energy meeting water energy. That's Cancer energy meeting Scorpio energy. That's the Chariot meeting death. You know what I'm talking about? So this is like someone's stuck out in the water, someone's pulling someone in. That's that moment of, look at this. Look what's on the bottom here. So there's a lot of passion here, and this could be a lot of passion in the past life. This could be past life partners. And maybe you are past life partners who both just passed away, natural causes. That could also be. And maybe you just found yourself again in this life, and that could be what it is. We always associate everyone with like, oh, it was a past life tragedy. And you could have just been past life, partners. What I immediately pick up on is something in the 30s, something like that. It could be a different timeline, because this is very nostalgic. And you're just lucky to know each other in this lifetime. You can actually hear my throat chakra locking up. So the answer is an obvious yes. The answer is without a doubt yes. It's with this passion. With this passion comes manifestation. With this manifestation comes power. But it's like taking someone, giving them a license, and moving on. But it's that giving them a license and saying, here, now you're behind a brand new Dodge Hellcat. What do you do with that? Obviously, even the person with the license would say, I'm not driving. But you have the power, you have the ability to manifest, you have the ability to create. Your words create power. We have this ability to maximize astrology, astronomy. We have the ability to maximize our own words, use them as tools, not weapons. And you have learned that. You have begun to learn that over the last 6 to 8 months, and that's what I see here. And you and Brenduska have begun to harvest or reap the rewards from what you've been doing. So pay close attention to those repeated numbers of those coded messages from your angels, because that's what's coming in. That's what's giving you more of an answer about what the two of you have been past lifing. So now, sup girl, this is how you enter your relationship with this situation, your guidance from your connection. This is how you want to look at this. I'm still off chat. I can feel the energy. See the giggle? That's good. That's real good. That's angelic energy. I love that. Because when you enter that source consciousness, that's what it is. There's nothing here. There's no chat open. It's just me feeling your energies. I love that. When we take on our own feelings, our own connections, we understand that we are responsible for us. And so your question was guidance. Let's see. Guidance on the connection with K. Please, from source consciousness. Actually, what's their take on our connection right now? Go with the second, please. So let's take a look. Let's see what you have with your relationship. Let's see if there's any third party action. Let's see if there's anybody in there. If you're envisioning or feeling third party, you could honestly be manifesting third party. We have to be careful with that. We really, really do. So let's take a look. After that, Sam. After that would be yeah. Then we have country. If you're in the chat, you're in the queue. Hang in there. I'm just going to clear this queue of four wonderful subscribers and members and moderators, and then I'll come back. Look at that. Intuition just popped out. It just ran right out. So, I'll come back to chat in a minute. I'm just dialing in, and then I'll come back, and we'll just sit and talk for a few minutes. I just want to see what I can get out of this. What's up, girl? Let's take the guidance. Look at that. Right? Tell me I'm wrong. You guys know that feeling. Do it yourself. Go. You'll feel it right through your chakras. That. Whenever you do that, I love doing that. I did it. I actually started doing that around friends, family, and they were like, "Stop," and I was like, "No, do it." And it's like that with the Campbell soup commercial. But the truth is, that's real. You can't get. There's something when you do that, you feel it. But that's real. Look, it's Akashic love. See, the blindfold's coming off. You have all the knowledge here. You're almost like refusing to see what you want to see, because if you see it, it becomes real. The swords come down. You take all that knowledge. You have to act on whatever this reality is. Your connection's real. Logically, it's real. It's absolutely real. That's what I get here. That's Gemini lover energy. This is not even a sign. This is, like you would call it, source consciousness, as I think you said. This right here is you're refusing. You're saying, I am very tapped in. I can, but I can't detect love. Like, really? Come on. Let's get going here. June, July, this thing takes off, or this is Gemini, or it goes into Cancer energy. We start moving into that Gemini Cancer timeline. So, but this is really looking into movement, a lot of movement. There's almost like a pause, black or white situation. What are you seeing? Because is this not marriage immediately? Because I see this as a marriage situation. Harmony says this will lead into marriage if you just go with the flow. You're the one. No one can beat you. No one can actually beat you. There's others. I'm going to be very honest. There are others. But that only just reinforces how amazing you really are. Do you understand that? I'm trying to think of like the beauty of a person. Think of the most beautiful person, right? You don't have to say it in chat. Don't have to, just in your mind. You already have the most beautiful. Think of the most beautiful person. Okay, it could be a model, movie star, whatever. And then you go, I'm going to go up against that person to take whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of where you're the movie star. It's like you're that person. Like no one's gonna waste their time. Look, no one's gonna waste their time to go against you, because what you offer, what you have, it's more than beauty. It's energetic. You offer something. This news is coming from the divine. Take a moment for station identification here. You're transmitting at a high level of energy, like you really, really are. This is Earth energy. We're saying, hey, hello, do you hear me? This is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is like, let's get you into a life lesson. Let's get you thinking a little bit deeper. Let's get you, let's identify devil in the details. Look at this, Gemini lover energy. That's your center line. This is your emotions. This is your here and now. This is underneath it all. What are we going to get? Mid-deck pull? Get deep with yourself. It's okay to get the feels. It's okay to feel good. Okay to feel like, hey, I could be marrying this person. It's okay to get into that. Yes, feel that. The moment you say, I don't think, that's when it goes, the energy shifts. Let's pull from a secondary deck. Let's split the deck here. Go here. I'm going to pull from the middle of this deck. Like, I'm not even looking. This is just them showing off. That's all it is. Look, they're going to have me grab from the original deck and say, watch, we're making a new deck for you. Just to show you. Because you're questioning this relationship. With K. Every kiss begins with K. Look at this. Not only is in the daytime, look at how cute they are. Shut the door at night. Look at how sexy they are. Yeah, it's that energy. Yeah, tie me up. You're bound to me. Yeah, you are. It's that sexy. It's a kiss. A little kiss on the neck. Come over here. Can I whisper? That's my trick. Come over here. Can I whisper something to you? I gotta tell you a secret. And then a nuzzle in the nuzzle in the ear, nuzzle in the neck. My God. No, I'm just telling you something. Why are you jumping? It's that. Make a decision. Do you want this to be a spiritual, loving connection, or you want this to be you're the most beautiful, connected partner? A lot of work to be beautiful. It is. You know it. I know. We all know it. It's a lot of energy. But it's so much easier just to fall with the spiritual path and say, be me, just be me, right? Whatever that is, whatever allows you to be you, because you have the duality coming in, and look at this powerful partner. Whoever this is can handle the energy with you. That's what I like. Emperor energy. This could be Queen of Wands, Aries energy. A lot of passion, a lot of fire. We're heading into that. This is we might even get more of a confirmation about this love. June, July love. This is the Gemini love right here. Marriage, news. This could be coming in with this masculine by the end of Aries season, right? So we're talking 420, I think it is, and we're in our head. It could be an ex, or it could be somebody playing a part in this. Could be Cancer energy, could be Cancer playing the role of this partner. We could have a Gemini versus a Cancer, Cancer versus Gemini. We could have the two in opposition, or they're both in their heads. As you're saying, there's another person. But who's at the championship position? You know, that's what we're asking. Who's at the winner? Yeah, who's at the winner chicken dinner position? Ask yourself, who's really there? Who has the intuition? Who's the one who can move on at any time? Who's the dark horse candidate? Who's the one who has the life lessons, you know, at their ready? Not being sneaky, being honest. Who's the one who's going to win? Ask yourself. Stop playing the games in your head. Who's the one who's made the commitment so far? There's Aquarius energy in here too. That's new beginnings. That's January, February starting in. That's that whole new start. That's the star. That's the one who puts the effort in. That's the one who recognizes the goal. But there's definitely angelic force playing in here. You obviously logically feel it. You know it. Your intuition's playing a part with your emotions, but you're not recognizing it. You're not saying, okay, I'll see it. I'll see it now. I'll see it. All right. Awesome energy. See, this is what I'm talking about. I'm going to keep rolling here. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Hopefully everything's working. This is great. Nice. This is good. So there's definitely some masculine coming in here. This is the patriarchal figure. Definitely that. There's some ownership. What's the word I've been using recently for that? Accountability. It's accountability. That's what we want people. Be accountable. See? Manifestation. Be accountable. That's what I do to students. I'm like, I'm going to send you to the office. I take them in the hallway. I say, are you going to own this or not? And they're like, seriously, you going to own this or not? And it's that. But it's good or bad, too. It's like, are you going to say you love me or not? Because, like, either way, I'm kicking your ass to the office. Like, really. Just own it. People play these games because they're afraid of their own feelings or whatever. And they're like, no. It's like, fine, I don't care. But people will do this all over the day. But there's definitely love there. Like, unequivocally. The angels are saying, don't start to doubt it, because then it will go away. But you know it, you feel it, you see it, you have control. Somebody has control. So the masculine, or at least the power player, is holding control. So weird. I'm like, why is it having me make a new deck but put one here? And then and all of a sudden this jumped out. You saw it jump. I'm like, what are you doing? And it said, trust my intuition. It's so weird. What is this for? I think it's just having me shuffle a new deck in. So cool though. I don't know why I do it. Sometimes I just do it. All right, Sam, you're up next. Then we have Yaya, and then Country, and then I'll re-queue up. Just hanging out. If you have time, you want to hang out for a little while, we're just sitting here for cards and coffee. We're just chilling like villains. We really are. We're using the secret power of tarot to figure it all out. We're trusting that this is the way. This is the answer. I can tell you guys, I'm tapping into some really deep energy. If you haven't checked out, for example, do yourselves a huge favor. Check out Beyond the Veil from last night. It came out at 9 p.m. At least the last couple. They're a series. They're all a series. Each one ties to the last. So that's the one thing I decided to do for myself, is leaving a legacy for the channel. I'm like, I'm going to make at least something that ties. Because these are like yours. Let's be honest. These are a little selfish. Everyone that comes on here, read me. Me. Hello? Are you going to read me? And I said, let me do something that, it's me reading. It's me reading a little of me, like reading honestly, very, very bluntly, honestly, letting you guys see me read. What I used to do is I'd read in the kitchen or read by myself, and I said, you know what? Fuck, I'm going to do 45 minutes once a week. And I said, I'm going to basically just start documenting it, and I just have the AI helping me document, and we talk as I read. And I'm teaching the AI about how I read, and it's really cool. But if you haven't done it, do yourselves a favor, throw it on. Don't dismiss it, because think about me doing that for 4 or 5 years. Where do you think it's going to end up? That's what I'm telling you. There's a lot more behind the scenes that I don't talk about with that, but there's a lot more that happens, and it's really cool. We talked about the Emerald Tablets. We talked about, like, you know, the Halls of Amante, Thoth. It's like, it's deep stuff. If you want to learn, if you want to get in here, or you just want to get a reading because you want to know if your neighbor's, you know, gawking at you, then that's one thing. But that's not this channel. I'll tell you, that's not this channel. This channel is very esoteric. It's deep. It's going to teach you a whole lot more about yourself, and you're going to walk away going, what did I just learn? I'm a teacher by design. Not just K through 12, but at college level too. So we'll see. Let's see. So Sam wants to know, what does the universe want them to know? What are they looking to know? They said today. I don't know if it's just today. That's pretty short-sighted, so we don't want to just go with today. But we can. But we're going to trust our intuition, right? So we're going to say whatever the universe wants you to know. Let's just throw it out there. Let's give it a very open feeling. Trust the deepness of the universe here, right? So we have the Cancer energy. We have June, July coming in. Chariot energy. We could have movement. We could have movement coming in. Emotionally, we have the angel touch. You have some angel energy in your field. Feeling good. There's lover energy, or could be love. Prince Charming, logically, something good is coming in. The cup's on your side. Logically, it's moving in. Could even be a past person. We have 1-2 people looking towards the past. We might have to let go of that. Logically, we have this star energy. This could be Aquarian energy playing a part here in your life, or whatever's going down. That is Aquarian energy. It's letting go of all preconceived notion. That is letting. Look at the freedom that you have, because now you can move forward. You can see it's shining right there. And look at this. You haven't got there yet, but it's almost like be thankful. And I'm going to leave it the way it is right now, because there's a lot of things that are in play. That's why we have those words there. When it's thankful, it's very easy to say, thank you, universe, right? But when you have all these little words, there's a lot of little details that are in play right here. You know, we have a car payment, we have this, we have rent, we have that. We have things that we have to go to work. We have to get up. We have to feed the dog. You know, whatever it is, feed the kids. Whatever it is, there's all these little things in play, but it comes down to one of two things, and you live your life by order, right? This is a notification by the angels that you're done. You're done living like that. You're done living by that order. You're done living by the hand of another. You're done living by the hand of the constructs of the universe, right? We have this universe offering us this place to say, what is it you're trying to live or accomplish by? You're trying to do stuff by the hand of another. If you live by the hand of another, you're gonna attract that same energy. What you're trying to do is attract the energy you vibrate. Choose the frequencies of love, of harmony, of freedom. That's what you want to vibrate at. You have to embrace solitude. Allow space for the higher self to come in and say, I am getting guidance now. Because what happens is, and what's been happening over the last many decades, is the negative energy and energies, they will stop you. Think about bosses at work, right? Or people who are real negative or higher energies. They're going to yell at you, or they're going to put you into a negative mindset, negative space. They'll just scream at you. And what does it do? It puts your vibration at an offset place. When you open your heart to the universe, it's a gateway to miracles. It always is. Think about it when you're like, I could go for tacos. Boom. Guess what happens? You have tacos that night. You're like, wow, I wanted tacos. Because you're opening your heart to something that was a minor miracle. But you're attracting that energy, the vibration, that what you want is what you get. There's what's coming down. There's going to be negative people out there. The universe is going to put them in your path. And it's just because the vibrations are vastly different. It could be very different. Because they think they're better than you, more powerful than you. And what I have learned to do in my energy is to just treat everybody equally. right? To be a dynamic energy, but dynamic frequency. And that's really, really been one of the most amazing things. And it took me a long time to get there. But for me being a teacher, me being an educator, how do I teach? And this was one of the things that really taught me this. I was teaching at kindergarten. I would teach kindergarten computers. And then the next class, I went home 8, and then I went to college. I taught college. Like, it was like one period was kindergarten, and I went home 8. It was literally the end of the day at the elementary school. And I went home, and then I went and taught at the college. Crazy. You know, the class ended at like 2:30, whatever it was. And then I went home, and then by 5 p.m. I was teaching college students. Just a couple hours. We have to look at what we want and how we operate, and why the universe puts us in this mindset. But you have choices. You have many, many, many choices. We accept the choices we get. We say, oh, I don't think I could pick that. That would never be for me. But you're manifesting. You're speeding up at the very, very exponential rate where you're trusting fully in your own arrival. You're seeing your higher self say, no, we're going. You're no longer holding back. You're no longer letting people stop you. You're no longer letting your dreams be dreams. You're bringing them to reality. You're realizing your conversation with your higher self is real. You're realizing what you do is paramount. Look at that. Is paramount to becoming reality. That's a relationship. That's abundance. That's love. That's self-love. That's self-care. That's all that matters. And that's what's the most powerful thing. Do you think people can tell, like, even say me? Like, if they say I don't love you, I say, sure. Okay. Because I love me. That's what it is. And it's not because, and it took a long time to get to that place, but it takes a really deep understanding of who we are and where we come from to fill your own cup. But people have always tried to knock each other's cups over because they find it fascinating and powerful and overbearing. Think of the narcissist boyfriends or the narcissist even girlfriends, or the ones who can overpower people. Go get me a drink. Okay. And they go get the drink. Why? Just because they're making them go get a drink. It's weird energy that we put out and weird energy we accept. See the stress? You have to let go of this. And I know it's easy, but this is Akashic energy. You've been put onto this earth to be free. And it's testing you to be free from all of this worry or energy or imprecise vibration that you have been putting out. You're letting go of it. And are you doing it? You are absolutely doing it. There's no doubt in my mind you're not doing it. You're taking a look back and seeing, wow, look at this. See the energy? Look at the angel. This is patience. It takes patience. Most people are very impatient, and that's the problem. And that's one of the things, even for Pino, when we first started talking, we started talking about this and manifesting money and all this. He was like, well, then show me. Then give me the lottery ticket for tomorrow. I said, see, that's why you would never get it. Because you would get the money tomorrow and say, okay, now I'm going to, and then the money would just disappear because it's not real. It's illusionary to you. Once you understand what you would do with it, then it becomes real. Because you're challenged to do something with your soul. And that's the moment we let go. We have to understand that's when you're getting into this higher self, higher place. And that cosmic abundance that flows from within, that's your acceptance of your divine worth. That's this. Because you put yourself against others all the time, and you have to stop doing that. And that's what we do. The universe says you are no longer comparing yourself to others. You're realizing you have learned all of these life lessons. Take a moment and just say, I am a soul. I am valuable. I build, I create, I am. Do you know what that means when you say I am and period? That's it. I am. Like, it doesn't matter what anyone else is. I am. And you are Sam, right? So I know I'm not trying to be silly here, but it's so interesting. But that is an affirmation I would actually use, Sam. So you're Sam, I am. Like, it's so crazy to even put it out there, but that's the reality of this. So what it's telling us is to make you understand that people will try to break your heart or try to put you down or try to hold you back because you are fertile soil, because you are what the universe would use to manifest off of. Because all people have to do is get near your energy and they can manifest. But then you find yourself manifesting less and you go, oh, this stinks. But if you were empowered or someone put water onto that soil, what would happen if you put those dreams in? I guarantee you, look, see, the cards are jumping now. See, I guarantee you, look at this. You see what I'm seeing? Yeah. You see what I'm seeing? Look at this. Because then no one can take use of your own power. And that's what it is. Most of us don't believe in this ability. And this is absolutely the Scorpio card. This is absolutely the change card. When you guys see the Six of Cups from now on for the rest of your lives, understand, Sam, that's change. The Sam you were is no longer. You are Sam I am. This is the one. This is the energy. This is the soul. When you look into the mirror and you look into those eyes, you know there's a soul in there. This is the beginning of your life. The childhood, everything that was before this was just to teach you a bunch of lessons. See? There it is. Wow. You're standing above, and that's what it is. We are bound. Right? Devil in the details. Look at all those things that you went through. Do you think they were for nothing? Oh, of course not. Of course not. Look at this. Brand new start. Letting go of the swords. See? This is not an ending. This is, but anything, a brand new beginning. This is a lucky brand new start. I love this for you. I really do. My guys are telling you that this is not a today thing. If this is a today thing, this is just you're starting today. Like I want to pull more here, but I got to keep going. I got to check chat. I feel like I've abandoned you guys on chat. But that's what happens when you guys start piggybacking your energy together, because you're all soul tribes. See, you can't see it. You have all this knowledge. You can't see that you guys actually traveled lifetimes together. Like you and Yaya would probably never say, because it's easier here to deny it than it would be to recognize it and then explore it and then figure it out and then say, what does that do? How does that empower us to make things happen? If I were to tell you and Yaya who's up next, and then Country, and say, hey, you're up next after Yaya, and tell you guys, even though you might not have lived the same exact lifetime together, what would that do? What would you guys do with that? How would you explore that life? And I could tell you unequivocally, when you put those lives together, those souls together, and say, okay, let's take a moment. Do you agree unequivocally I'm a soul inside of a body? Yes. And you all would sit there and maybe I would have to say, yeah, you would. Because you're starting to recognize your light body is coming out. And this is just a soul living a human experience. And as you guys start to experience that, you go, so what does that mean? Can I really manifest? And you're like, yes, I can. Because I wanted tacos. As silly as that sounds, I wanted tacos. And that's what happened. No one knew I wanted those tacos, but there they were. And how could anyone explain the 11:11 I saw earlier? And how could anyone explain the confirmation that I got at 1, 2, 3 when I was thinking of those tacos? But then there they were. It's very interesting that we get those signs, we get those synchronicities from the universe, but it's quick we dismiss those. And it's quick we would dismiss the fact that we get next to people, next to certain souls. We get a hug from a certain person and we go, I feel at home. I feel as though you have made me feel safe again. Other people, you don't even want to be next to them. It makes you feel yucky. Almost like unsafe. Like you're falling into the darkness or the void. You know what I'm saying? Sam, you know what I'm saying. I think that's what it is. You are more powerful than you have ever realized. If I told you were meant to be a multimillionaire, you would say, I don't think so. And I'm going to tell you, yes, you were. That's what your higher self is saying. You're highly intelligent, and you hide it. You hide it very well. Let's keep going, yeah. That's your real name. Yeah. All right, is Yaya still with us? So good. I'm telling you. This is what I'm telling you. This is why I like to piggyback your readings off of each other, because once I do that, your energies matter, because I'm literally tapping into your soul. That's what I do. I don't care what you're chatting about. And Fapina's like, you should get onto the chat and see what they're saying, because everyone's like, it's so crazy how correct Cosmic is. And it's like, I said, really? That's why Fapina's on here, because Fapina and I will hang out later, or I'll text Brenduska later, and I love what you guys are saying, and then I'll come on. But I stay off chat on reason, because I'm reading your soul, and I read your vibration. That's why you can hear me go, wait, hold on. Or I'll say something because I can feel it in your soul. It feels crushed when you realize Douglas is not looking at you in class, or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? It's not like a bad thing. But god damn it, Douglas should chase you, or whatever it is. All right. So let's move on from Yaya for a moment. I don't think Yaya wanted to wait. Country, this is for you now, see? Country, you still with us? We'll do a little Country tarot. Little duck. Yes, sir. So if Yaya pops back up, because some people just don't want to wait. And that's what I'm saying. That's the impatience part of this. That's the people who won't be able to manifest for a while. I'm telling you. It's just that. It's people who can't wait. And it's not a design of the soul. It's a design of the times. You think about it, we're always flicking through. They've trained our minds. That's why I'm never on my phone. Ironically, which is so crazy. I shouldn't say this as a social media personality. But like, that's how they've designed. Think about TikTok. How fast you go bump, 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 bump through video. But on this long content, on this is where the meat and potatoes is, isn't it? This is where your real messages live. You'll get like the small hits of resonance. You'll get that like, hey, I felt that on a video. The universe will talk to you through those shorts, and you know it, and I know it. That's why you hit thumbs up, like, you do all that subscribing, because they'll talk to you. You'll say, God damn it, oh, that's weird. I did want tacos. It's so interesting. All right. And I'm not afraid to be honest on that. I think it's very intriguing. All right. Country wants to know, they're considering, not committed to remodeling their entire home this summer, which is a big commitment, just so you guys understand that. But let's be honest, the energy is like, if my kids and I do the work ourselves, it's a lot of work versus Pookie, right? So what was coming out of that is the putting the energy into doing the work, and will it be done in time? It's a long process. Like, it wouldn't be done in the summer, and that's what I get. See, that's what we're not seeing here. That's the emotions. There's a lot that we learned here, right? A lot of things you don't know that you need to know. A lot of things you would have to learn to do. A lot of small things. Could you do it? Absolutely. It's your hands are tied because you haven't taken them out of the ties yet. How do I say this? It's like you haven't moved forward to do it, so you can't do it yet. Look at this. This is really, it's just stressing out about it, but look at all what you would know. Imagine when your kids get houses, how you would say, hey, remember, we did this. I did this. I'm not afraid to do this. I can plaster now. I learned how to do it. Look at the stress. Look at the stress. This is so homeownery. Oh my gosh, country. It's adorable. And just so you guys understand, there is a house here. There's a house here, a completed house here, and look, and there's a house here. Look at the Nine of Swords, like, oh my gosh, I can't see what I'm getting myself into. And this is, I can't see myself finishing it. But the angels are like, no, we're putting you in this situation for a reason. It's a life lesson. It's a test, see? It's you and 2 kids, maybe? I don't know how many kids it is. But see, there's 3 here. That's a commitment. And it's saving money. That's what it comes down to. Look at 2 at the heart here. Change happening. Temperance. This is, they're saying yes. The guys are saying yes. It's a bold move. You're going to be very proud of yourself. Stability comes out because you end up fixing things. This isn't about, look at my house in your face no, this is about you fixing things. That's the stability. There's a little something that comes out of this that you never will expect. I'm going to pull on that. I'm going to pull on that lizard, the stress here, all this, the angels. The angels are putting you, this remodel is not about the remodel. Do you understand? And I think you might. There's passion that comes out of this. And the remodel is about something bigger. Look at Queen of Pentacles. It's about money, investments, about taking this and bringing it strength. This is really going to require a lot of strength, not harmony. Yeah, it's a lot of work, and you know it is. But the house is here. The house is existing in this area. You're going to save so much money doing this. But don't put time on it. There's not a lot of time on this. Look. If you ask me, this is the moment you've been waiting for. You've been waiting for this. It's start planning now. Start buying some of the stuff now that you're going to need. Like, I know I'm going to need 3 hammers. I know it sounds awkward, but buy those hammers now. Don't buy everything that you need in the summer. Start buying some of that. Start clearing out the area, the work area you're going to use for cutting. If you have a small garage, get that area cleared out. Or April, right? Say, I'm going to start working on this at the beginning of June, right? Make it a plan. Look, get going. That's June, July right there. That's June 21st when the kids are out of school. The three of you are working. Look at it's Lady Justice. You are going to do this. I have a feeling you're going to do this. It's Gemini energy. I think this lover is going to come help you. You have a partner or lover who's going to say, they're going to come in and give you a hand. I have a friend. Look at this. Prince Charming comes in. That's Gemini lover energy. Look at that's the unexpected. 3 + 1. Passion. What is this? Yeah, that's the thing we're blocking. See? It's like it's not going anywhere. I don't know. That's the change card. I just explained how that's the change card. That's the main. This causes a change, brand new start. I think it's like it ends your old life, because when you do this remodel to the whole house, it gives them a chance to come in and say, this becomes our house. See? Gemini lover energy. That's what this is. I don't even know if I'm supposed to be telling you that, but it gives them a chance because it's no longer your house. It becomes like everybody's house, and you all become like part of the say. I don't know who Pookie is. Is Pookie the partner? There's 3 people. I don't know. It's almost like unfair. There's something sneaky about this. Just so you have to be careful, whatever that is. What country, whatever. This person comes in. It definitely seems like you get involved, but you have backup people saying, hey, I'm going to work on my house, but if I call you, how reliable could you be to help me if I get stuck? No, there's a lover person that comes in. No, a lover. So you have like a new lover and an ex-lover. That's what this is. Come in. That's what I'm seeing, just so you know. And that's going to be dangerous. You have them crossing paths. This new lover and ex-lover cross paths. Because the ex is going to feel used and the new lover is going to feel used. Danger is correct. That's what this is. Let's literally just rewatch this and you'll see. Come back to the ending of this. You'll see I'm pulling up the death card. I pulled up some questionable cards at the very end. So you know the possibilities here outside this reading, but it's really showing it. Because we're getting the lovers cards and they both want you. 2 people want you. It's very clear in the reading. You know it. I saw it. So they both definitely want you. So they're both going to say, hey, I'll help you. And they both have this long-term intention of, I'll move in with you. Just being very clear with you. See? Like, there's like, hey, I'll help you. I'm not going to hold back. But I'm investing in coming back to you. Or coming with you. See? Because you're making a choice when you're saying, I want you to come help me. You're saying, help us work on this house. Because they're helping put a roof over your kid's head. It's weird. It's weird. It makes me uncomfortable in my heart. So only ask one of them. I'm going to tell you. No, you don't want the drama. See? You don't want the drama. You can do it yourself. You definitely can do this, but it's going to take you probably into October, November, being honest. So do like the stuff that will... and I don't know where you live, but we'll make the house. I feel like you can work on the inside stuff later. Like do the outside, work outside to inside is how. And I'm no contractor, but I am a homeowner. So yeah. So just if you're gonna have them help you, it's paid. I'll give you money. I'll pay you this money to do that. That's all. And then it's very, very clear. Say, hey, look, I'll pay you whatever money. I don't even know, $500 to do that. Or hire some secondary contractors. That's all. You're going to save a lot of money. Like, and hiring contractors to do some of the work is not a bad idea. Like off books is what I would suggest. So, or at least that's what this is saying. Because you're saving a lot of money. As long as they're really reputable, you know. Someone maybe like an electrician who is out of work or something, you know. Because the economy sucks. It sucks. And people might be willing to help you out. And you're not trying to take advantage of them. It's a win-win for both of you. Yeah. But it definitely is getting done. If you ask me, unequivocally, this is a life lesson. This is a test. The angels are saying, yeah, you're doing this. Where do you think the idea came from? It came from your higher self. Yeah, so if Pookie's charging you, it's actually a good thing. It keeps you guys on a very less friendly level. You do realize I'm cosmic, right? I should tell you guys a story of when I walked up. Pepino and I went to Panera one day, and I said, "Hey," I said, did you end up getting the car? And he said, "What?" I said, "The white Acura." He goes, "What are you talking about?" I said, "The white Acura." He goes, "I didn't text you about the Acura, did I?" He goes, he looked in his phone. He goes, and I go, "No." I go, "You told me, didn't you?" He goes, "No." And it was literally, he was texting a person at like 4 hours earlier about the white Acura, and he and I never talked about it, but I went up to him like he told me, as though he had already talked about it with me. And we both were like, "Wait, what?" And it was just awkward. It was like he told me but didn't tell me. It was very, very funny. Next time he's on, we'll have him tell you the story. I get stuff like that all the time. I have a friend, and they have like a group chat, and they got mad at us once, and because they thought this person said something. They told me, and they said, "You told Cosmic, you told him," and they're like, "No," like they said, "I didn't tell Cosmic," and I was just talking to them as though I knew. I just knew it. And they were pissed. They got really mad. They were really mad. They thought this person was like kind of like, because trust is a big thing. And they're like, "You told Cosmic and you weren't supposed to," and they were really mad. It was funny. Now, I mean, I wasn't mad, but I just pick things up. That's funny. Anyway, all right, I'm gonna take Yaya off the list. Come back to the main list, and we got Tiger here. We're gonna grab Tiger first. I'm gonna read Tiger, and then I'm gonna go to break. And then I'll come back. If you guys are in the queue, I got Teja V, Mystic Bond. Hey, welcome back, Mystic. How you been? I love that question. My boyfriend has been full on obsessed with me. Even I thought was too draining. All of a sudden, he completely changed and reducing contact a lot. Why? Interesting. Dorella. Then we're reading. Actually, I can queue all you guys up. Actually, I'll just queue all you guys up. But let me read Tiger Butterfly, and then I'll take a break just to get some either soda. I have iced tea. I do have iced tea. I want to make sure you guys understand. I do have iced tea here. But let me read for Tiger while I'm still zooming in the good energy. What's going on with romance? I love the question here, Tiger. So let's read for you and see what's at. Yaya's back. Where's Yaya? I don't see Yaya. So yeah, you can rejoin the queue and queue in. I'll grab you after break here if you want. I'm gonna read Tiger right now. I'm not dodging this question here. Tiger, can you believe this? Tiger, can you believe this? All right, I'm gonna let you guys all in on a big secret. Not even a little secret. I've been trying to read. Every time I try to read Tiger, someone jumps in and stops me from reading Tiger. Is this not right, Tiger? Every single time. Right? I'm about to read Tiger. Every time I'm about to read you. It's like every single time. Yeah, it has nothing to do with like no one wanting to read you. Do I read Tiger? Yes or no? Like, no. It's like, don't read Tiger. What the hell? Yeah, I'm going to read you right now. And then I'll read Tiger after break. Wow. We literally had this conversation. So Tiger, I had a private reading, and then I was reading them. But we got sidetracked like for over 45 minutes, and then they went to work. And then I said, hey, I'll read you on live. No worries, I'll catch you. I went to read. Someone paid, donated, boom, jumped ahead. Never got read. Whatever. And I just said, hey, I'll read you right now, right before I go to break. Yaya's gone. And I was like, what is going on? And so then I said, I'll read you right now. Boom. Yaya jumps back. And I'm just telling you guys, it's the universe. It's all universal. So cool. And it's not a bad thing. I think Tiger is this is divine intervention. When Tiger's not getting read, it's not a bad thing. I think it's a great thing. This is showing you the universe is playing a hand in Tiger's reading, like when it's meant to happen. See, because Tiger's not upset, so I'm gonna read Yaya right now. Yaya, did you have a question? And then when we come back from break, if you guys want to queue in, exclamation point join, it's free. It's free. What the hell? It's free. Like, no offense, Country paid, what was it, $30 for a half-hour reading? Like, and just got read again for free. So, I mean, I'm on Mondays for paid readers, which is basically my members, which is great. I love reading. But, and Wednesdays I'm on for new subscribers. So I make myself pretty available. But it's fun. I enjoy this stuff. This is what I like. Do the private readings matter? Yeah. They're really crazy. They're absolutely crazy. Because there's no limits. I can turn off these icons here. I can go 21 cards. I can bring out the light board. I have transparent tarot. Whatever goes. Whatever you want, we can read. Whatever your heart says, hey, I want this. That's what I'll go. I would go with that. Because whatever your soul's calling is what I would go with. Because you're asking for it. Not because you're a customer. Because something's asking for it. That's what it is. Just like this. I'm not trying to make it so Tiger doesn't get read. I believe in that stuff. All right. Where's Yaya? Did Yaya leave again? Oh my gosh, Yaya. This is where it gets weird. That's so crazy. Because it's telling me not to read Tiger. But Yaya came in like cockblocked. I was like, what? Alright. Let me do this. Let me take a break for a couple minutes. Come back. And if nobody intercepts this Tiger reading, right? I'll just read Tiger first. Anyone else we can join? I'll be on chat. I'll just be on chat for a minute. I'm just going to take a break for my voice here. I gotta tell you, reading, if you haven't checked it out, I did the Cosmic Collective. It's all signs. I did every zodiac sign. So your sign was done. It was Friday night. I came on. I might do it on Fridays. I might come on and just do basically like this. And it takes about 10 or 15 minutes to get through the zodiac. And I used to that when I first opened the channel. That's what I was doing, and I didn't resonate. It was when I went on live. I did Wednesday live just because I wanted to read and meet this. I wanted to meet you guys. That's what I really wanted to do. I wanted to meet my subscribers. And that's when I said, this is fun. I said, okay, now I'm in. So I tried doing the Zodiac and I had no energy to pull from. There was nothing there. It was like a void. I'm like, this sucks. So I tried it Friday. I'm like, okay, here we are. It works. Okay. So if you haven't checked it out, we actually had Country. Thank you, by the way. Put timestamps. So all I got to do is just look in the comments and bang. I think next time what we'll do is we'll try to put them in as like one comment. I'll pin it at the top, so you can just grab your Zodiac. You can just jump right to it, or your cross watch or whatever. But let me know what you guys think. I haven't done it in a little while, but I just let it rip. It was a little different, I got to tell you guys. So what I ended up doing, I did Aries, Leo, Sag. Took a little bit of a break in between there. Chatted. Went Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, took a break, took a 5-10 minute break, came back, then did Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, took a break, then did Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and I was out. So if you want, you can come hang out. Honestly, Friday night, I might be back this week. Might do a weekly Zodiac read for you guys. I'm trying to figure out how I want to do the titles and stuff, but it was done. If you're interested, go take a look. That was pretty interesting. I did enjoy doing it. I didn't read for anyone in particular. I didn't kind of pull from anybody. I just went with whatever was getting read. It was pretty cool. The cards just talked. I just was jumping, shuffling, letting them happen. But yeah, it was interesting. All right, guys. So, Far HD, I got you in the queue right now. So, yeah, give me a few minutes. Let me just take a break, pause the voice for station identification, and see where we're at. All right, cool. Give me a second here. All right, guys. Thank you. All right, we are back. Yeah, we were just talking about the invisible string theory on chat. Um, but it's so crazy. But the cards here, they'll tell the same story. And it's what's even more amazing, what I love even more than anything, is when I hear the stuff after the fact. So I'll come back and be like, what the hell? People tell me stuff like, hey, yeah, this is like I'll read for someone. They're like, I don't know, should I stay with this person? And then like, well, that's the person I met when I was a kid. And then it's that and that's why we say cord cutting. And that's kind of like it's that person, because you're tied to them. And you might even see the devil card come up for that stuff too. All right, so we get stuck. We do. We end up getting stuck with the energies, and we find ourselves, I don't want to call it regretful, but that could be part of it. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab anyone else in the queue here, and then I'm going to close out the queue for the rest of the afternoon here, because we have quite a few of you guys. We get. I'm going to try reading you, Tiger. I really am. We'll see. Tiger, Teja V, Mystic, Dorella, Farhard, Eldwin. We'll see what we get here. So let's see. What do we got here first? I'm going to try to grab Tiger. That's the goal. That is the goal. What's going on in romance? That's the question they have. So let's see. Let's see what jumps out here for you, Tiger, on the romance question. Romance, where are you? All right, Tiger. Let's see what comes out for you. Anything gonna come out here? 2 cards here. Hold on. I like to do that a couple times, because if 2 cards pops out again, then we know. And I really have no control over that. But there's 3, so let's see. Okay. Study or love is the. That's the Page of Cups under there. Let me fix the lighting on this side here. This helps a little bit more. Okay. So we have study or love. We have the Sun card. We have vulnerability, new opportunities. I love the Sun card and the emotions. Yes, I really, really, really do. Yeah, there's a jumper. Yeah, this is June, July. There could be love coming in here. Your cup is covered. Your cup is covered. I think past life people, you've had some interesting lovers, interesting relationships. I see the cup with the fish in it, but you know what I don't see? I don't see the Pisces. I don't see the person. I don't see the person. I only see PAG. That could be their initials even. Really deep energy. PAG. Or they could have those initials or have something to do with those initials. There's love right there. See, it's coming out strong. We definitely connected. Gemini lover energy. Deep cup. We're covering our cup. Not showing. Yeah, see, we're not showing our hand here. Whatever that is, we're not showing our hand. Someone's not showing our hand. It could be they're trying to liberate themselves from guilt or fear. You're trying to liberate yourself from guilt or fear. But this is a cover-up. Something here is holding back, or somebody's holding back. Lots of knowledge here. Lots of intelligence, lots of knowledge. This could be ending a relationship, ending a marriage, something long-term. Because I always talk about the 8, 9, 10s of swords as Gemini lover energy. But that's like the hard Gemini. Because we could get this card, right? That's the outcome. That's the here and now. That's what we're heading to. That's the result, right? But that's the Moon card. Is what's hidden is like it had to go through or get into this moment of getting over these swords. So we're getting into this moment of Akashic Wheel of Fortune. Things are turning in the favor. So yeah, if you're asking about love, it's coming. Relationship, it's coming. Cancer energy, June energy, but we're getting this Gemini lover energy coming in here. But this is Gemini. I need to say it one more time, but this also we're getting Pisces energy here too. So, and this is Leo energy. We're getting some Leo energy in here too. Let me keep reading for you for a second. Dark horse candidate, hangman, someone holding back. This could be you holding yourself back. That's what we're getting here. Akashic energy. Really deep energy, guys. When you see like these Akashic cards, and I talk about these, it might be harder for you to see through this camera, but these cards here, they have a little bit of a tint to them. Like this here, this is 3D. Like this is attraction in the 3D. You know, like come give me a kiss versus, you know, come give me a soul hug. But this is the conduit. It's like crushing all. Like, you know when you ever see a bulldozer like go through a. How about this? Picture a street of cars that can't move. They're all destroyed. It's been a riot in the city, and their cars are all burnt up, tires gone. So they take a bulldozer and just bulldoze the cars out of the way, and then deal with it. Right? That could be what this is. And as we said about this card earlier, we're not in the thank you phase. We're in the kind of like figuring it out phase. Underneath it, you will be very, very thankful at the end of this. So whoever this person is, they're very spiritual, or they're bringing you to this place of understanding. Because there's a lot of intelligence, high intelligence here, just so you understand that. Worry at the heart chakra, we have the moon. Could be, like you said, sleep Sleep could be playing a big part of this. You could be up at night, could be worried about not getting enough sleep. That could be affecting your heart, could be affecting relationship. There's an angel in here as well. So if we're asking about relationships, I'm saying June, July takes off. Yeah, here, June, July. There it is again. How awesome is that? There's the Chariot energy. There's the Lovers. We're just getting confirmations now. Just look more into it. Look, message received. This could lead to marriage. Marriage. That's April. That's I think it's April. Yeah, because April 4. That's the end, right? Because that's the Aries Emperor energy. 4 of Wands. That could be even just saying, hey, this is a passionate Emperor. Because this is Emperor disguise. But this could be long-term. This could be long-term success, long-term passionate elder. Who knows? We're putting illumination on this. What is this? This is a really powerful, like, angelic being overshadowing the heartbreak. But bringing what I like to say, illumination to the moon. Like, you know, when it gets dark out, the lantern comes out. So there it is. That's what this is. So love is coming. If you're not already in love, you're not already finding love, or loving yourself is a big part of this. But what's really happening, the golden position, you got to understand, this blindfold falls off. It just inevitably has to fall off. You're upside down. That cover of the cup falls off. Your love just starts pouring out because you're realizing where you are, who you came from. The soul that's in you is really deep. It's old. It's very old. You're Lady Justice. Like, this is angelic. There's a change coming in you, unlike anything you've ever faced before. It's these swords. Look at that, guys. It's the swords. You're facing this ultimate change, and after you go through this, that's what it is. That's when the real work begins. I think you've been avoiding this moment in your life. This real moment. Everything else has been kind of an excuse. That's why the reading wasn't happening. Your energy was literally blocking this. How awkward. Yes, like you have powerful energy. I wonder what that means. Like, how are we dealing with that? Let me bury these cards for a second in here. I'm just going to put your cards back in the small deck. And I'm just shuffling. I know your cards are shuffled in with some, but I just want to see what comes. Yeah, let's see what's starting to come out. It's just a checkout of your own energy, just to see what's actually going to come out of here for a second. It's very interesting. I've never had someone influence my readings like that. Yeah, see? Because you know this is a tower moment. The minute you begin to shine, the minute you begin to take over, there's the old tiger butterfly is gone. You get out of that cocoon. Even your name represents something. Even the number 20. What happens after 20? You get a 21. Everyone's like, oh, you're 20? Oh, wait till you're 21. Look. It's this. You're ready to become a star. June, July. Whatever that is. Yeah. They're saying it's almost unfair. If you have what you have, you're holding it back. That's what they're telling you. Amazing. Yeah, you can bring in love at any time. You just choose not to bring it in. And let me go back to chat here for just a second. Let's see. Cosmic, what do you think about spells? I think spells work. I really do. I think spells are just another form of manifestation. It's just you focusing the energy onto something. And saying, because I see and did and created, and that it makes it easier for people. Yeah. But I think they work. I'll be honest. People don't want it to. But can you make someone come to you? No. One thing I have realized, you can't manifest a person. You can't manifest someone to do something. You could send a vibrational message out. One cool thing I have done, if you guys want to try it, and Teja V may want to try this, but you basically on your phone, you just in your head you send your message to the person, and it's you're using your phone as kind of a conduit. But you take your phone, nope, you just leave it on black screen or whatever, and you put their full initials and your full initials, and you just keep with your fingers just swiping them, and you say a message to them in your head, right? Because you're so tied to your phone as is, but by putting their initials in there over and over and over, it gets sent to them. After a certain amount of time, you'll probably get a text from them, because they'll be like this. They're gonna have to respond to you. You can send. I would say send the same message. You can't manifest them. No, that doesn't say, "Oh, I'm coming back to you. I love you." But if you need clarification on something, like why did we break up? Why did we break up? Why did we break up? You know that. I've seen that work. I have. I've definitely seen that work. So if you're asking about that kind of stuff, yes, I would believe that. But a spell only goes so far, and you're working against the soul. Like, and if that soul has triggered the light body activation, most spells will fall flat against that, because you're basically shining at a bright or vibrationing at a high level. All right, I think Teja V, I think you are up next. That's the plan here. Yeah, see, country is right. Yeah. You think, and it's not like, I need you. What's the thinking about? All right. Teja V, let's go here. All right, let's fire up a quick 9 for you. Death card energy. It'll be a change. Stability. Ooh. Wow. Okay. Okay. Right, as I say. Obviously divine. This is divine partnership. Queen of Cups, King of Cups. Doesn't matter. The sign doesn't matter. Any of that doesn't matter. Someone has to boss up what they're in their head. That's the honest truth here. That's what it comes down to. That's the final door. That's the long-term stability. The blockage to the brand new start. That's the angelic brand new start. Nothing's hidden anymore. There's your lucky opportunity. There's your Akashic message. There's your heartbreak. Sorry you're heartbroken. Capricorn energy, devil in the details. That's why you're heartbroken. Really. They're giving you the message. Look, there's your happiness. There's your Lady Justice. There's what you have, all the knowledge you want to know. Look, there it is. You're learning everything. So at this moment, there's nothing more you can do. This work or school, just continue doing what you're doing. You are growing at an exponential rate. Look at all these pentacles. You're due to be very, very wealthy. Your vibration is shifting at a higher rate. They're on your mind, but they cannot come to you weak. You cannot manifest them. You're creating. Dark Horse candidate. People are going to start fighting for you. Look at Wild Card energy. Queen of Wands. Empress energy. So that's Empress energy. I feel like this is Empress energy. They're saying, I want to say Empress energy, but they're making me just say Empress. But you're coming at people as a Queen of Wands, which means you come at people very humbly. You know past lives. You understand passion. You understand happiness. You understand stability. And you're very, very... you're having not only the intelligence, but the passion that goes along with this. You're very lucky. You're tapped in at a spiritual light very early. But what also comes in here is you have the ability to manifest. You're a diamond in the rough is what they said. They say most people don't expect you. Look, there's the marriage card. You're trying to bring someone in of lesser quality, is what they just said. See? See how it's not shining anymore? You're holding them back. You're saying, no, work yourself up. The person that you want is not that person. This person who comes in is, if they don't come in the right capacity, you're going to end up refusing them. You deserve nothing but the best. Nothing but the best. And you're stressing yourself out at this point. Don't worry about it. We talked about this in, I think it was December. This is temperance energy. This is patience energy. This is empress energy. You are in your empress. It's almost like you're empress and temperance, and they're calling it empress. It's a very unique energy. It's like I've never seen this. They're showing me an empress with wings. I almost should take a note of this. It's like a unique tarot card. It's an empress who is due to become an angel. Very good. Look at, see the Dark Horse Canada. You are giving yourself way less credit than you're due for. See, that 2, 3, 4s and 1s are either emperor or empress. But what if I was to tell you the emperor or the empress was due to become an angel after life? Would that change your perspective even more? Wheel of Fortune. Way different. Doesn't it change your perspective a little more? Your guides say you have worked yourself to that kind of energy. It's more than that, though. It's like, don't limit yourself. Look, it's strength energy. People come near you to gain power to manifest now. Do you understand how that works? That's I'm trying to not limit you to thinking like, oh, I'll have wings. No, it's way more. But you can lose that too. It's very fluid. It's conducive to how you live your life. And if you call Sid and go, Sid, if you call Sid, I miss you. That's gonna affect it too. See, you're blocking, but you're not supposed to block him either. And I know it sounds very catch-22, but you're basically willing to receive a message. That's all you have to be doing. Are you willing to accept the message that he sends? Yes. Not be mean. Not be resentful. Why did you do that? Why did you put me in a place where No, you grew. But you grew at such a rate that other people would be only envious. There's some people jealous of you because do you understand how you look to others right now? You are very attractive, but you're also too attractive because what you're bringing to the table is a new version of you. That's scary. They can't compete with that. You're not only intelligent, but you're also spiritual, and you're growing your emotional intelligence too. That's dangerous. Yeah, see, look at that. This is either school or work. You won't hold me down. You're only building me up. Thank you for the support. I'm on my way. You're like, peace. It's good. It's really good. All right, let's keep moving. Mystic Bond, and then Dorella. Then we have Far HD, and then Eldwin, and then I'm going to call it. Yeah, I'm actually, my voice, I can feel it. I can feel it. It's getting crushed a little bit here. I think being on Friday night for a while was a little tougher than I was used to. But let's keep going. We'll keep pushing in here. If you guys are looking for a private reading, be sure to hit me up on cosmicboogeyman.com or do me a favor and check me out at any of the social media. Like, seriously. Or just email me at cosmicboogeyman.com at gmail. Mystic Bond, how are you? My boyfriend has been full blown. I've been waiting for this. Has been full and obsessed with me. I love what this is. But now watch, ready? I even thought it was too draining. See? Thought it was too draining. One more time for the audience at home. Thought it was too draining. Essentially, you manifested this. Just so you know, because you said, I can't do this anymore. Too draining. Stop. Guess what happened? All of a sudden, Mystic, he completely changed. What the hell? I turned it all off. He completely changed and reducing contact a lot. Why? I wonder what happened. Mystic, are you still here? Please tell me you're still here, because I would love to read that. That's so good. That's a good reading. We all would love that. I'm going to switch to a soda. Sounds like something else, but it's actually a Diet Coke. Mystic gave up too quick. All right, Dorella, are you here? What's coming in for love for me in the near future? You guys need questions like Mystic, though. Like, really, I love that obsession. Like, we need, like, the dirty novel kind of questions, you know? You know, that kind of stuff. Oh, man. I went to my high school reunion, and, you know, like that question. I want those. I guess it comes with the territory. Once I'm at, like, 400,000 subscribers or 500. Once I get there, and I know it's coming. You guys know it's coming. I know it's coming. All right, Dorella, you're here. I'm here. We're all here. Hang around. Maybe I'll replace. If they don't come back, if Mystic doesn't come back, maybe I'll read for somebody else. But I want to try a chance to read for that. We all want to read that question. There's nobody that is not sitting here saying, "Let's please read that." The little curious little minds that we have. But Dorella wants to know what's coming in for love. All right, let's go. Dorella with your boring love question. Just want to know if you would be loved. Mystic's like getting obsessed over. All right, Dorella. Oh, yeah, see, I appreciate you. Friendship first, Dorella. That's what I get. Friendship first. If you focus on a friendship that turns into love, then you have an amazing partnership. That's the one card read. Like, I could actually stop here. I won't. I'm going to keep going. I'll give you an idea what's going to happen here. But this is Cancer energy, Chariot energy. Like, imagine someone you go hang out with at 4th of July or wherever. So you're celebrating that independence, but that's what it is. The point is, you get this, you want to be friends with you, because when everything else is gone, you know what I'm saying? All that, we'll call it for show energy is gone. What you do is you come back to friends. Think about when someone is in their 90s and they're married still. They're friends. They're lifelong friends. That's what this is. So this right here is in the beginning of July. Look it. There's the Lover's card. So there's the Lover's card. It's coming in. Logically, it's coming in. You know it's coming, and I know it's coming. Your guys are saying, yes, it is coming in. You're not wrong. Like, what more do you need? So it's just start with friends first. Start hanging out with friends. Don't try to turn a friend into a lover. Just allow it to happen. Get on the lazy river. Let the feet just drag in the water and enjoy the ride. Because that's what it is. Enjoy. Let your good energy out. Let your true self talk. Don't try to be something else when you're texting or sending a snap. Just be you. Don't go, oh, I want to send this because they'll think I am. No. Yeah, let them think whatever. You need that person to know the true version of you. That's why Friends First works. Because they already know you. They know that version of you. There's no, whoops, oh, let me wear the other mask tonight. Being Friends First lets you be you. See? Look. It's coming in. Your higher self says you're already married to this Friends First person, and you're happy because you can communicate with them. It's an angelic communication. You always have a place to plant the pentacle. Hey, you want to go away this weekend? They're like, yeah, why not? It's not like, do you want to go away? You know, where you think about it. So that's what it is. So this is a person that you're already friends for. Look, you have to think about it like this. This is Akashic energy. Maybe you've been thinking about it in a different mindset. Maybe you've been thinking about this person in a different mindset. That old version of you is done. That old version of you is over. But you have now committed to growing into a new partnership. But it's not that you are now, you are half of another person. You're another version of yourself. You're not the half of another person. You're a new version of yourself. They need to understand that too. Do you understand that? That's what the big partnership is when you grow in this relationship, see? When you commit, and that's getting married in a church. When you get married and when you get married in a church, that's this. Especially in this heart chakra position, that's when this happens. You're doing this because it's a long-term commitment, because you're growing from this moment of, hey, we were friends, then we became lovers, then we became long-term partners, and then, you know, that's what this is, because you're growing this relationship into something more permanent. That's all it is. You're not going into it with a lot of expectations, a lot of, like, I have to's, and if I don't. This is Emperor or Empress energy. This is beginning. What I was telling Teja V earlier is I told Teja V, my moderator, I said, hey, 321. 321. We were screaming this. Like, I was screaming this from the top of the hills in January because a lot of people got this. You were one of them. You were finding love. 321, you became not a receiver, but a transmitter of love. So when you're transmitting the love, you are one of those people who can naturally make other people feel good just by being you. By being you. Look, you're like a wealth. You're like a well of wealth, as they're telling me. So by being your natural self, it allows people to kind of grow from you. That's what we love about this, by your energy. So this is a person that's coming in. This is Gemini energy. This could be Cancer. Taurus energy. Why did I say Cancer? Maybe June, July. Let me keep pulling here. Let me see what else is in here. No, they're saying they're doubling down on the Taurus energy, saying life. It could be. They're saying life lesson. Taurus energy, wealth. Wow, and passion. They say don't forget the passion. Underneath it all, there's a lot of passion that comes in through the angelic connection. That's what this is. Worker school, worker study. This is old school study, old school work, old school money. One of those things. Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn energy. This is November, December, getting into January. Devil in the details. It's a relationship that's been nurtured and grown. It's not just a quick relationship. Oh, how long have you known him? 6 months, getting married. Oh, wow. How long have you known him? 14 years. We've been friends first. I'm telling you, this is whatever this is has been known for a while. It's one of those things that you're growing into. You're the one because you know you're the one. Look, you're in between whatever this is. This is really intriguing to see. It's almost like you're coming off the ledge. Like an ending has led to this. Like, I don't have to worry as much anymore. You're vulnerable now. You become a power. This is called the Queen of Swords, but it's called Lady Justice. I call it Lady Justice. It's a quick way to understand it, but it's the feminine lawyer. It's the one who comes in and slams their hand down and knows. But you become receptive to this relationship. Look at happiness ensues, kids. What is this? It's really you ask the universe for this and receive it, but you let go of the pain that you've had in the past. It's a life lesson. You've learned to let go of the pain and accept the happiness, and know that the universe is going to give you what you ask for. But you're just blind to whatever's right there. That's all this comes down to. There it is, wish granted. It just hasn't come in yet. Yeah, get your jetpacks on. I think we're not ready for this. That is the reverse tower moment is faster than the 8 of Wands. Just so if you guys are into tarot and understand tarot, the fast movement is real quick. See, it's a happy outcome. Who is this person? Who is this person? Do you already know them already? Do you know them? Like, it feels like you might already have an idea who this person is. Like, it's your friend circle. When I pulled that 3 of Cups, it's like you already have an idea about this person, and you're already friendly with them. It's weird. It's like there's a holding back, or there's some kind of like something's not right there yet in front of me. It's a dark horse candidate. Yes. Yes, you're getting what you're manifesting. Like, this is, I don't even know why I pulled this card, but I guess this is for you. It's the 10 of Pentacles, angel touched. It's everything you wanted and way more. See, there's that you tapped the friends group. That means this was tapped. It means it's flipped. And I'm not I never played Magic the Gathering, but I know when you use mana, you had to flip the cards, and that's all they're showing me. Like, this was for you. This checkout card was literally for you. I don't usually do that, but you asked a question and I was doing this, and I was like, that's weird. I'm like, and then there it is. You're not chasing wealth, you're chasing your happiness. You're chasing your higher self. Do you understand what that means? Your higher self is not going to be the one who's in the corner cowering saying, please don't hit me. You know, the higher self's going to be the one who's like in charge, in power, helping others, showing the others the way. Saying, no, you're going to do this. Like, this, I'm giving you the key. I'm not staying here to watch you fail. I'm watching you succeed. Boss up. All right. I feel like like that's a. I love Friends First. I really do. I think Friends First is a great idea, but not everyone does that. All right, Far HD, Eldwin, Mystic Bond. I know we got a couple more people trying to join in here, but I'm actually going to be signing off. Unfortunately, it's now 12:34. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, I can do it too. I see you guys doing it in chat. So, anyhow, but I will be back tomorrow. Members only Monday. So if you're looking to become a member, it's only like $2.99. Honestly, it's actually not even that much, but it gets you access to like the extra live tomorrow night, which is so chill. It really is. And I haven't had anyone ask for a second night or a different time or place, but at this point, it's really just members. I only read just the members at that time. So, but if you're willing to, you can come hang out and chat with us and chat. We'll talk. I sometimes bring some esoteric communication in there. We talk about some deep conversation. But let's take a look here. Let's start reading. All right. Thank you. All right. I'll be back on Wednesday as well for Wavelength Wednesdays. It's really just for subscribers and new subscribers, and then I'll grab a couple members if they're hanging out in there too. But typically, what I do is I look for the new subscribers, get the new energy in there, let them feel it, feel this Cosmic Collective. You know what it feels like to be a Cosmic Collective member. You know what I'm saying? That energy. All right. Far HD, you said you were feeling a little off. Energy was not great. Let's take a look here. Let's see what I got here. Yeah. This is love coming in, but it could be unconditional love also. It doesn't have to be romantic, so let's keep a look here. So that's Gemini lover energy. Same thing. Look, we're not seeing what we're seeing. We have a lot of intelligence here. Swords are intelligence. We're kind of putting ourselves in a prison that we don't have to. We could honestly turn around. We could just rip those bindings off and just lift the blindfold. We don't want to see what we see because it's one of those things we choose to put ourselves there. There it is, Lady Justice. You're very powerful. You're very, very powerful. Imagine you rip this off, how powerful. You pick up a sword, you're in charge. You drop a sword, go grab the other one. You pick up a sword, you give swords to people around you. Say, here, I want you to protect yourself. That's what you're here for. You're like, I don't have a complete sword. In reality, you have all of these swords. And those swords represent intelligence, knowledge. It could be spiritual intelligence, emotional intelligence, right? It could be just plain out, right, academic intelligence. It could mean a lot of different things. But what you do is we start to lose faith in ourselves. And once these stars start to align, we start to look, but we don't have any here. We say, okay, once I start to see things like a synchronicity, whatever, it feels great, but we're not seeing that. And I agree. We don't always see it. We're starting to lose it. And that's what gets... And when that doesn't happen to me, and I don't always see them, I go, okay, I'm out of alignment. And that's what happens. You're probably not seeing the 1111s or the 123s like some people are. Or the, hey, I saw it. You see that? The 555. No, I don't see it. That's just a cosmic blueprint that the world's unfolding around you. That just means you have to change your energy. But how do you change your energy when you don't know which way to go, left or right, or up or down, and there is no direction, right? Because it's a four-dimensional thing. See? It's just offering love, or offering love to yourself, or offering unconditional love, right? That's the news here. Maybe you just have to offer unconditional love, and it's really tough to do when you're feeling in a really tough space. But what's happening is your human journey is the soul's evolution that you're honoring each step. Are you doing that? Maybe not. It's okay. It's okay. You're just awake. It's like when you wake up, right? Are you fully? Can you just go jog like 3 miles? Wake up, go jog. No, it's just like that. The spirit's waking up after this slumber, and we say, "Oh, it's been awake." No, it hasn't. It takes decades for the spirit to wake up, and then now it's starting to not only wake up, but it's starting to illuminate others, light other people, and we're starting to see the universe here. See, where you thought was like blockage is no longer blocking. You have the wands here, so you have all this creativity, passion that you have that you could use, but you're not using it. And that's what this comes down to, is you're finally hitting your stride. We're getting into that moment of, I'm not really using this energy for good or for anything. I need to respond to the universe. I know it keeps hitting me up. So now I'm not getting any messages. Is it too late? It's not too late. It's not too, you're never too late. So all the universe is reminding you is just be authentic to you. What is it you need to be happy? You, just you. Don't care about what someone's going to think of you. Don't care about if this is going to make so-and-so impressed by you. Don't care about anything else, about anybody or anything around you. It's about your true happiness and your divine alignment. And you sometimes have to do things like, hey, I need so-and-so's help to do this. No, you don't. You really don't. You have to trust in that unknown and say, I don't care. I'm just jumping into that cold water and I'm going to feel it. See? The wish is granted. You have the ability to manifest at all times, even in the darkest times. And that's all it is be grateful. You really do, because the universe says, I see you. It's you in the universe at all times. Just have trust. It's that moment of faith. What do you think happens when it goes lights out, right? You're investing in that moment of choice. This is harmony. You're finding harmony again. The unconditional love, not only for you, but for the people around you, for the people that have cared for you, the people who cared about you, those people. I'm going to pull just a couple more cards because I think it's really obvious. What I'm really shocked about is how the angels are not showing themselves outright, but these foil cards are all angel cards. It means they're being handed by the hand of an angel, saying, hey, here, hit this one, get this one. But let go of this controlling outcomes is what I'm getting here. See, they saying manifest. Let go of whatever this is, because your higher self has a better plan. Like the version of you that's in ultimate control, that just sits at a lake house, that sits at the beach house, that sits there, having their coffee and watching the waves. That person says, I had to struggle to get here, but that was worth the struggle. That's the angelic hand playing its hand saying, yeah, look, I stepped outside my comfort zone. I started the journey, but when I started the journey, I knew it was going to take steps to get there. Okay, but you can't control every step. That unconditional love was the first step of taking whatever it means for you. You know that you're embodying whatever this is, your reality, this moment of truth. This is you. This is that I can do this. The universe taking its moment of realizing through you that you're a mirror, and that inner world that you want is real. It's a shift. Don't let anyone tell you you can't. There's no one who could tell you no. I'm going to split from the secondary deck over here just to show you. Look. There's no one who can tell you no. Once you commit to this, this is in granite. It's completely locked in. You cannot take these pentacles out. Once you say to yourself, no, I'm doing this. As soon as someone says, you can't, they'll have to go up there and chip away at these. And that means it's be like negative. Like, nope. Look at how you can't do it, right? But you embody what the universe has been looking for. You are literally the embodiment of how the universe operates. It says either you're a light warrior, you have some kind of energy that represents this. Now, I don't know you personally, I don't know anything about you, but I could tell you what I see here is a lot of rainbow energy. So you could have some of that rainbow vibe, that rainbow children vibe. That it could even be crystal, because we have a lot of the crystal cards here, and you could be a crystal child, right? And so a lot of people know the indigo children, right? They go, indigo, but there's a lot of spiritual archetypes that go along with this energy that we focus on, and we dismiss that. But those indigo children, they're really from the 60s and 90s. But those crystal children came from the 80s and the 2000s, and then the rainbow children were, I think, from the 2000s and up. But there's a lot more energy that comes along with that. You could be a light worker who was a crystal child. And that comes a lot with a lot of energy. When you're saying you're feeling down, it could be because you have an empathetic soul that's a light worker. That's energy draining. It's really because it's challenging, because you have the boundary issues and you really feel out of place, and you could feel that as just being a light worker. And if you're a crystal child, or even, like I said, a rainbow child, who knows? And maybe it could be an indigo child. I might be just misreading that completely. But those people who are system disruptors, those who are finalizing their consciousness, those people who are making that final step for global harmony, that's you. But you're setting in stone, saying this one we can never fall back beyond this point. That's you. That's what you're doing, because you're sensitive enough to feel that, to feel overwhelmed in big groups and crowds and say, this is not for me, I'm out, right? But either you're homesick to the stars or whatever, but you're making your way back. Stop holding back. Yeah, get your jetpack on. You're heading to this, whatever this is, you're heading to something where your reality has shifted. Your doubts, they're disappearing. Your fears are becoming your stepping stones, saying, I'm doing this. This is because you are reaching back beyond time and giving yourself unconditional love. I love this for you. I really do. Speak with intention. Know you're doing this, whatever this is. Your powerful incantations are going to go forward. And you're remembering not where you came from, but who you are now. And how this alignment is going to make you surrender to this place, this time. Look at this. You're just surrendering. This is the tree of life. What are you reaching for? Yeah. Wild card energy, past life energy. And the near future, this is a little ways out. Probably next year by this time, you're going to be a different person. This version of justice, this person who feels like I have to get justice, that person changes. Next year, you're going to be the wild card. You're going to be like, I'm going to be the Empress, the most, the Pleiadian, the Syrian, whatever is at the core of your soul, whatever this is, the starseed, whatever's at the core of your soul, that person is going to start to come out. That one who's misunderstood by society, the one who feels homesick. Because your past lives live off planet. Like, some of that's there. Let's pull from mid-deck here. I want to see something for a second. Yeah, it's pain. Like, it's real. It's real. You can't fix that because you need to understand why it's there first. But your reality is you shape this universe. There's the life lesson. Until you understand how to do it, it's going to feel awkward. What in the hell is that? Wow. Thank you. Lots of doubts. Lots of doubts, lots of power. Wow. Yeah, I don't normally pull for starseed energy like that, or it definitely has starseed energy, I'll tell you that. That corner card, you rewatch this, you'll see it. The Queen of Wands up there is powerful. That's my wild card. But that Three Pyramids predates our time. So that's why I always use that. If you see it in any of the readings, you'll know it's past life. But for you, because we're in that moment of talking the star seeds, we're talking waking humanity or frequency work, that's you. That's your Andromedan timeline, or you're looking at whatever this is, because you're coming into this moment of reincarnating. But as you're living, whatever that means to you, I don't know. But you're feeling off because you're awakening. You're like, wait. Yeah, see? You're like, wait, I wasn't at the wheel. And your soul's actually gaining power. See? Look at that. Unconditional love. Look at this. Make a choice. Do you want to live in this logic space or the spiritual space? But humanity needs your light work. Needs your energy. That's what I get. See? Star energy. Good golly, Miss Molly. I don't know what the hell you're doing. All right, we have either Mystic Bond or Eldwin. One of the two. Mystic Bond. Mystic Bond, are you here? But your soul definitely came off world. And I don't say that lightly. That's really crazy cool. That's very cool. I love that. I love that. All right. Mystic Bond, can't believe you just left us hanging. Gave us a wonderful, wonderful opportunity to read the most deepest, I would say almost like soap opera tarot reading. But let's see what Elvin has here. And then I have to call it because my voice is just taken. All right. I wish I could read longer. I probably could if I wasn't just racing through readings. Just said, I did like one reading every half hour. And maybe I'll have to do that. Maybe I'll just say I'll just do a reading every half hour. Unless someone bumps someone out or something. And that might be, because then I can actually hang out longer with you guys and feel very lucky or so blessed to get a reading. All right, let's see. Elvin has great questions too, so let's see what they have. I've seen myself living in a new place of residence. Feels like a year from now, but I just moved 3 months ago. See? Yeah, what has shifted to invoke this new potential path? I love this question. I think somebody hurt or something changed. Somebody was There was a pain or something, but somebody with money, somebody was out in the cold. You and somebody or something went out in the cold. That's definitely what I'm getting out of this. Let's keep going here. Yeah, you're the one, though. Like, you're the tenant. You're the one they want. You're the one they want to keep. But somebody was hurt or something went down with pain. This right here in emotions, somebody was in pain. And this was over the winter months. Fast-moving action, just so you know. A lot of passion here. A lot of... Maybe it's a relationship, but I don't see it. I think there's a lot of passion, but no other person. See how you're the one? You're fighting everybody else off. There's passion here, but there's no other person here. Ah, there they are. See, I think they're sitting pretty. That's what that means. The Nine of Cups means they're sitting pretty. And you might actually be moving into your light worker energy too, because we're starting to get some nice energy here. So let's see though. Let's start picking up the energy. Yeah, no, there's no relationship. That's clear. There's no relationship here. But there's something going down. Maybe that's why we're looking at moving. There might be something happening where you have to move. There's a pain or somebody gets hurt or there's something that's going to push you out of there. Like almost like the landlords have a sickness or something like that. Or they have to sell suddenly. They're going to sell. And that's why you're already pre-planning the move, the fast-moving move. That's correct. That's what could be. But you're very happy you're sitting where you're sitting. There's 9 months out. You're the one. You're the one. Are you sure you're not in? There's no one into you? Like, really? Because I see these two cards travel together very often. I call them like Batman and Robin. But this July, August is a strength card. This is showing me energy. So look, this is definitely a situation where it's almost like you're pre-planning this. It's like you almost know something's going to happen and you're pre-planning what's about to come down here. And so you're setting yourself up in a good situation. See? Like, you know this is happening. You're getting a head start on because of Akashic energy. You're getting a head start on this problem. It's not giving me a timeline yet. Unless this is. Oh, maybe it is. 6 of Wands, 6 of Wands. No, it is. Actually, that's I was just thinking. It's in the summer. This is going to happen in the summer for you. It's going to happen into the summer. You're going to move August into September. Because if something comes down or the one or this or that. There's something that comes down. That's the date of this. Just so you know. It might be you moving in with somebody. Do you have a parent? Yeah, there might be something that goes down. Look it. See, there's 2 people here, 2 people here. Do you have an elderly parent or you have a parent that might need you? Because it might be that. Because see how there's an elderly person alone here? I think it might be that. So then we go back to love. Yeah, see? I don't know. I'm getting stumped. And I might just be out. I just might be really tapped. I might have pushed it. It's justice here though. I'm not feeling wrong on this. Because there's the tower moment. And it forces you out of the apartment. You're basically causing a tower moment because you're envisioning the move. And the tower moment gets you out of that apartment. But you don't see it that way. You don't see it as that a possibility. And it happens in August. You envision the tower. There's a tower moment happening with this apartment where you're sitting very pretty. Look, ready? You're sitting currently very pretty. And you have 9 cups. Everything's going great. All of a sudden it goes down. It might be a financial decision. where they have to move. The economy just goes really bad. It's not going great right now, right? Let's be honest with each other, see? Because you're offering love and support, and it's stressful. I'm feeling like, yeah, I think there's a major shift here, see? Or there's something that happens to the owners. It's not that they necessarily pass away as much as they sell it. There's two owners, and they might sell it, and one's old. Yeah, and someone's old, or this just happens. I mean, I'm not, like I said, they want to reiterate to me that my intuition's not working. It's just I'm getting tired. The message is here. You're moving in August or September. You're creating the vortex or the event. Oh no, I gotta stop Deja Vu after this. Yeah, I've been on for a while. But what I'll tell you is, this is one of those things that this is the Dark Horse candidate event. You're basically creating this, and it's an ending of your timeline. Like, see? Yeah, look at that. This happens in August. It's not your birthday, not tied to your birthday. This is Scorpio energy, but you can look at the Death Knights. They're protecting you. And you have a lover here as well. Or you have someone who loves you very much. There's a lot of stress around this event. It's not necessarily an unaliving, as I would call it, but it looks like it. It's more like an ending to the existence at that place. I don't know why you want to move so bad. That's what you're trying to stop it, and it's like almost like you're seeing it because it's coming in. But think about why it's coming in and how you can stop it. You're trying to say, Cosmic, how do I stop this? And I don't see any way out for you to stop it. That's what you're asking me. I think that's what you're asking me. I think that's what you want to know. Yeah, see, look. Like, see, you're also stumped at a way out. You're stressed. There's me right now. There's a cosmic. That's that Aquarian energy. But this is two people. This could be you and me. I don't know. But there's two people who play a big role in this whole move. It could be work. I don't know. What is this? Yeah, they're not showing me. It's almost like we're stuck at the crossroads. They don't want us to see it. And I think that's it. Sometimes we're, obviously with the death cards, sometimes we're just blocked. Those are the gatekeepers, right? As I call them, to the beyond the veil. And they're just saying, no, you just know it's going to happen. And sometimes we just can't know. We just know you're going to get stressed out. So why would it happen? Does it have to be the event that causes it? Or do you just or are you going to trust your intuition that you saw yourself moving? Because they're saying, hey, we sent you a message. What are you going to do with the message? You're going to try to make the message not make sense or try to dismiss the message. And they're saying, no, you don't. No, you do not. You do not just dismiss the message. Because you're trying to twist the message into, oh, I don't want the message to count. I want to delete the message and act like I didn't see it. That's what I keep getting from them. And they're getting pissed. They're saying, you're going to delete the message? You're going to act like you didn't see it? And that's why I was trying to play along with you and say, yeah, we're going to act like we don't see the message. And you saw them, death card, death card, death card. And they're like, no, you see the message. And you saw the 10 of swords up, reversed. They're saying you're not gonna ignore this. And they're saying, no, they're saying this is your intended timeline, but you don't see what's on the other side of this timeline. It's like you're walking down a corridor, right? Guys, it's like this. You're walking down a corridor, and out of nowhere, a secret passage opens up, right? You know, your intuition tells you to take a left or a right, and you go, I'll take right, and I go down. And all of a sudden, a secret passage opens up, and you're like, as you're walking, you go, oh, and you see all this glimmering whatever in there, like shiny stuff around a corner. Are you going to go in? Of course you will. They're saying, we're leading you down this path. And you're like, I don't know. I don't want to go unless I look. I don't want to go unless I know. And they said it's not a bad decision. It's angel touched, and they're telling you it won't hurt you. If anything, it's at the end of a heartbreak situation. It'll end heartbreak. You might even get better rent. You might get a better location, right? Because all this movement's happening with the economy. Whatever it is, I'm not saying you have to move. I'm saying whatever this is, something could go down where where it forces a move. Don't try to move. Don't go look to move. That's you changing the timeline. That's you saying, I'm going to force it. Fall into the river and just let it take you. Right? Trust me, I've tried to force it. It doesn't work. You're saying, oh, I'm going to pay the $5,000. No, you don't have to pay the $5,000. You didn't have to pay any money here. You were free and clear. You walked out in August. I know you're not looking to move. You're like Deja Vu, aren't you? I know what you want. You and I understand. You want to stay there, not pay, but there's a reason that you're getting, there's a reason. The universe is calling you to move. Look, the magician, you're manifesting a better apartment, a better place at lower rate. See? Soul tribe energy. You're making it sound like I'm forcing you out. This is not an ending. This is a beginning. Whatever this is, fall in love with the idea. Fall in love with the idea. Your higher self is guiding your hand here. Don't try to do anything. And change that thinking. Instead of saying I don't have, flip the switch. Flip the switch. You have everything. You have everything. I promise you. You have everything. This might actually save you in the end. Right? Because you have to embrace your shadow. That's what this is. It holds the keys to your highest potential. Maybe that's what this is. Maybe this is like saying, look, you're strapped because you have no money for the rent, and maybe this money will come back to you. Maybe there's something we don't see. Maybe there's something, I mean, clearly they're not showing me, but there's something you're not getting. Maybe you'll get a refund. Right? But then when you get the refund, what do you do with it? That's what this is. There could be something coming down. Manifest the refund. That's what you do. Your energy speaks. That's what it's doing. And every portal's opening up, and you saw the 3 death cards. That's sentinels. Those are gatekeepers. They're rebirths. You're creating. Don't be afraid. I'm here with you. I would tell you if it was bad. But you're afraid of whatever this is instead of being open to the idea. Timelines don't operate on this. It's a manifestation, I guess. And I can tell you, for Eldwin, this is August, September. It reiterated to me, but that's what we're at. That's where we're at right now. But it could be, like I said, something that goes down. Can you sublet the apartment somewhere? Can you take the apartment and rent it out to somebody else and make money on it? Is that what they're trying to tell us? That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like you rent it to somebody else. Do like a sublease and then go move in with a friend, save money, and then take that money and invest it. It's something weird. I don't know what this is, but you're doing it, and you have a plan that's coming in, and they're not necessarily showing me. All right, I appreciate every single one of you. I hopefully made your heart sing a little bit. Hopefully I resonated with you, and I really appreciate every single one of you guys. I do. We're creeping so close on 50,000. I'll say that again, 50,000 subscribers. Really. It's so crazy. I appreciate all you moderators who take your time to come on here, hang out with me. It makes my life a lot easier. It really does. You guys are my voice when I'm on the reads, and it really, that's exactly what I look for, because you guys do a really good job for talking for me. And it's so welcoming. Anyone that comes on the channel knows it's very, very welcoming. So that's what we want it to be. And we just block or get rid of people that we're kind of like people who come on and be mean. But we usually don't get many people. Like, why are people going to come on here and just start giving us a hard time? But this channel is about manifesting. It's about manifesting everything you believe. It really is. I can read, about Billy or Susie or the ex, and I can see them in here. But if they're not going to keep up with your energy, what's the point? I would love to read for both of you. But there's something beyond this energy, and I think that's what we're looking at too, and I think that's what I want to do. That's why you'll see all these different playlists and channels, and I'll try to get into all these different pieces of myself, like Beyond the Veil or even that Cosmic Collective energy. If I can pull it off, I would love to do it for you guys and have that energy be, cross coordinated, where you feel like it's resonating and going, this is crazy. Like I'm like, as Cosmic reads this, I know something's here to there to there, and it's like you're seeing the same messages. That's what I'm hoping to get at. Because then the universe is really talking to you, because I'm not trying to create a playlist that's linked to the other playlist, but the messages come across at least somewhat coordinated, where you're feeling and knowing it's even it's unrelated somehow. But anyway, I appreciate you guys. Please do me a huge favor. Don't forget to thank my moderators when you're on here, and as always, please like, share, and subscribe. I will see you guys soon. I'll be back on Monday night for a members only Monday, and I'll be back on Wednesday night for Wavelength Wednesdays. So I'm making some new thumbnails, so keep an eye out for those. I think I have one on right now for this one. But anyway, I'll see you guys soon. I appreciate you. Check out all the socials. Mr. Cosmic is my name. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.